Welcome back to the Piney Woods homestead, y'all. Man, it's about 28 degrees this morning. It's nice and cold. It is a good time to work on some meat that we put up into these coolers yesterday. Got some 8-point beef on top and a Hereford hog down here in the bottom. Guys, we're going to try out something new today that we bought a few weeks ago, a new grinder, and let you see firsthand, our first time using it, how well it does. We've got quite a bit of meat here to go through. We're going to make our version of homestead beef, which is venison and pork mixed together. Guys, happy Thanksgiving. You're going to see this on Thanksgiving morning. Hope you have a good one where you are. We're going to get into it, and you'll see me again when we get to the grinder. Alright, y'all, it's been a couple hours since got everything broke down, deboned, trimmed, one pig, one deer. And now we're going to try out this new number 12 meat grinder that Lisa and I bought from, what's it called?
Meat Your Maker.
Meat Your Maker. And we got onto them because we like to watch the Bearded Butcher some, and they've been using them, and I said, we need us a good grinder. We've been using one of these little, I think like 500 watts for several years, and it takes forever. But we've had this meat kind of chilling in the freezer, and we've got basically about a 30% pork to 70% venison, because our pork, it's got some fat in it, but it's not as fat as just using straight fat. So we're actually using lean pork with fat mixed in to do this grind for our beef alternative. But you always want to start off, and y'all, it's just kind of mixed together. It's gonna get 2 grinds, and you always want to start off throwing some meat down in your hopper to kind of get this thing started so it's not running dry before you turn it on. So let's see how this thing does. I hope it works. This is our first time using it. And we're starting off with the largest meat plate that they have. This mixer comes, or grinder, comes with 2 plates. I can't remember the sizes right off the top of my head, but we'll call it the big plate and the small plate. We always run everything through a big one first. Oh, this thing's quicker than I am. But this makes a great hamburger alternative, and if you had to buy any in the store lately, it's going up a little bit. This thing's a whole lot quicker than our old one.
It's quieter too.
Yeah, it's very quiet. It's got a big motor. It's 3/4 horsepower. Y'all, we're gonna make ground beef today. We're gonna make sausage. We're gonna make ground pork. Y'all, this thing goes really fast. You want to go through, especially on your deer, might be a hair or 2 there in the deer, but for the most part it's clean. All the sinew's been removed, silver skin. Man, this thing is quick. We wanted to kind of do a review on it since we bought it. Tell you what we think. So far, I can't keep up with it, so I'd say that's pretty good. I like that it's quiet. That other one, need ear protection, hearing protection to use it. Y'all, you're looking at 25 pounds of meat here. It's gonna be 25 pounds of homestead hamburger, beef alternative. We're kind of going green too, using the deer meat from the woods. Kind of.
Not really.
Not really. I'm just picking. I like it. That's my review. I like it.
I should have timed it how long it took.
Didn't take long.
But it was much quicker.
Yeah, that didn't take long at all. And now what we'll do, y'all, is I'll mix it a bit. Get all the fat dispersed evenly as much as possible. Man, it's cold. And we'll put the smaller plate on there. I've got it in the drawer on the front. And we're gonna send it back through there and it's done. We'll probably speed that one up for you though. Look in here. You can see all the fat from the pork, the lean from the pork. This is going to make good burgers, tacos, burritos, spaghetti. It's going to be good. And my hands are frozen. All right, so it's time to put the smaller plate on. I'm not sure the millimeter, I'd have to look it up, but the machine is off. And as a safety precaution, we're going to unplug it altogether. So hang on a second, Lisa's going to unplug it so I don't get chewed up. I don't need to be in the grind myself. All right, so you just reach in here, get a thumb on it, and that plate will slide right off, like so. And we'll dig that meat out of there the best we can. And then there's a little groove down here at the bottom. Here it goes. And I like how this has got, oops, wrong way, a big handle on here to put this thing back on. Because your hands are greasy when you're doing this. All right, now you can plug it back up and we'll go to grind it. And y'all, we're gonna speed this one up. It don't take long to do it, but it always takes a little bit longer on your second grind because now you're working with already ground meat and you kind of just shovel it in there. So we'll speed it up a little bit and let you see that. There's 25 pounds of our version of ground beef. Can you see that? It looks really good. You can see the fat from the pork mixed all through it, some of the lean, the lighter colored meat, and the red from the venison. So this is an excellent alternative to beef. Now we're going to get set up. We're going to show you one little run of sausage. I don't think we've done that before. So we'll show you one little run of sausage and how easy it is to make it at home, y'all. But right now, I'm telling you, I'm really liking this Made for Meat number 12 grinder, 3/4 horsepower. I can't remember what the price was on it was. We got it on sale when we bought it. But it's truly a step way above these little $100 grinders that you can buy that are, I think, about 500 watts. If you're going to be doing much meat at all, and y'all, we do several hundred pounds every single year. This year we're probably doing even more because we're doing a whole pig for sausage this year. It's going to be a lot to do, so it's nice having it. We're going to move on, put this in the fridge or the freezer or something to keep it nice and chilled so we can get it packaged here in a little bit and make a little bit of sausage for you. All right, we are going to make 10 pounds of chorizo. We've already used a little over half of this bag, and in one bag I make 25 pounds of sausage, and I think there's close to a pound of spice in here. I can't remember. I'm not seeing it on here, but we like chorizo. It's good for all kinds of dishes that we like, especially Mexican type stuff. So what we'll do is we'll take this 10 pounds of meat, put it in a bigger meat lug, and then just take our seasoning. And y'all, all this seasoning came from Walton's. That's who we've been using for several years now. But let's see how red it is. There's a lot of red pepper in there, paprika, smoked paprika, garlic, red pepper flakes. But the idea is you get it all in there. And you're gonna stir it up really good. You can do it with your hands, but I've got a little cut on my hand where I nicked myself yesterday, and that's why I've been wearing gloves. I need to get me another pair to put on. But if you can see that, you're just coating your meat really good. And then when you grind it, it's gonna mix in. Remember, we're gonna get 2 grinds on this. First through the big plate, and then the second. But y'all, you've seen the grinder work, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this ground up, and then we'll show you the finished product. Y'all, I ended up making the chorizo, then I made a southern blend, and now I'm finishing up some hot Italian sausage so that we can make meatballs for pizzas and spaghetti. Y'all, it is not easy living this way, but it sure is worth it. And y'all, I'm talking over this grinder because I want you to realize it's not that loud. That's one thing we really like about this thing. But we ended up, I have ground 30 pounds of sausage today. I've ground 25 pounds of burger. That's a lot through this thing, and I ain't been out here but maybe an hour and a half making all this stuff. So, let me turn it off. It is well worth your investment if you're going to live this way. I started out with old hand crank. You had to ratchet down onto your island bar or kitchen, and that was a long process, y'all. This right here is worth its weight in gold, I'm gonna tell you. But we ended up, y'all, with, off of that runt pig, almost 60 pounds of usable meat. What you've seen us grind, plus I cut up the pork loins for frying, or however you like to cook pork loins. We sliced them up like boneless pork chops. Got some ribs off of them. Could have put bacon in the cure, but decided to go ahead and grind that because we wanted the fat. And y'all, and the deer yielded quite a bit of meat too. Not as much as the hog, but you would expect that. But guys, that just lets us know those other pigs down there, they're quite a bit larger than this one was. So there's going to be a lot of meat to get put through this number 12 grinder from, I believe it's just called Meat. And you can find them online. I believe it's Meat Your Maker.
The website is
meatyourmaker.com. That's where we bought it from. We've been seeing them, you know, for a while because the Bearded Butchers have been using them and we like to follow them. But guys, we hope you have a great Thanksgiving. We're very thankful. We're thankful that the Lord has blessed us with this bounty, that He's blessed us with good health. A year ago, couldn't say that, but He got us through it. And He's just blessed us with wonderful days. I love Thanksgiving. Missed it last year. Very excited to get to enjoy it this year. Y'all have a great Thanksgiving. We appreciate y'all and y'all watching us. You don't realize how much it means to us that you watch, that you comment, that you subscribe. It lets us know that we're putting the service out there, some enjoyment, entertainment, knowledge base, what have you, that you enjoy. So guys, we'll see you on the next video, and we appreciate you again stopping in. Y'all have a great Thanksgiving. Piney Woods out. Well, welcome back to the Piney Woods homestead, y'all. Thanks for stopping in. Well, that was bad.